Hello, Peter.
So, I was absolutely speechless after that trailer. Like right now, if I could snap with the Infinity Gauntlet, I would make it December 17th right this second because I want to go see it right now. But oh my god, that trailer just had so much to unpack, from Alfred Molina's Doc Ock coming back to a whole lot of the fan theories just being confirmed and it just being absolutely incredible, and I just cannot wait. This is most definitely going to be the best Spider-Man movie of all time. But yeah, in celebration of that, we actually went out and we were able to find all of the Spider-Man No Way Home Funko Pops that actually managed to come out. Us being Spider Pops, we definitely had to make sure to get those secured. So we got all 3 of those to show off to you guys, and then we also got something else that is pretty cool at Target. So just some really exciting Spider-Man No Way Home stuff to go over, and yeah, hopefully you guys stick around till the end.
Always find a way to come back.
Alright, just such an incredible trailer. Everyone was pretty shocked that they even released a trailer. It was just pretty crazy, but I'm pretty stoked that we have all of this stuff to show off for you guys today. And yeah, let's go over these Spider-Man Funko Pops while talking about the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer a little bit.
Yeah! Yeah! Oh, better luck next time, buddy!
Alright, starting off, we are actually going to start off with this one that I gotta push the top of the box down, but we have right here Spider-Man in his integrated suit, which is pretty nifty. I am pretty stoked about this, and I am pretty certain that in the trailer you actually see the Iron Spider suit, and I believe that is another thing that Marvel is doing to actually keep some of the story under wraps, because I believe that's actually going to be the integrated suit when the movie actually comes out, and they actually altered it to make it look like it was actually the Iron Spider suit, kind of like when Avengers Infinity War came out and everyone saw Hulk running with all of the Avengers in Wakanda, and then when you actually watch the movie, it was actually Bruce Banner in Hulkbuster armor. So I feel like it was definitely a little bit of scene trickery, as well as a few of the other scenes that were actually shown in the trailer, but still has me pretty stoked, especially when that pumpkin bomb rolled out at the very end of the trailer. But yeah, just pretty cool. We have ourselves a Spider-Man integrated suit right here, and is, from fan theories that I've seen, just supposed to be a mashup of like basically the Iron Spider suit mashed up with Doctor Strange tech. And I believe this is going to be a suit that is going to help Spider-Man better navigate through, I guess, the Spider-Verse or the multiverse, whatever he is actually going to be encountering in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. But I'm definitely excited to see this suit in action, and it is just a really sick suit. And we got ourselves the first look at the Spider-Man integrated suit right here as a Funko Pop, and I am just pretty stoked about how it looks. And yeah, just pretty awesome. We're going to set him up here, and let's move on to the next one. All right, up next we actually have ourselves Doctor Strange, and this is super exciting. I cannot wait to see Doctor Strange in a Spider-Man movie. He is just such an awesome character. I was a big fan of the Doctor Strange movie, probably one of my favorite Marvel movies in the MCU. I've probably watched it about like 5 times by now, but it is just a really awesome movie, and Stephen Strange's redemption arc, going from a selfish doctor to the Sorcerer Supreme, it was pretty incredible, and all of the stuff that you got to see him do in Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. But yeah, we got to see a bunch of stuff with him in the trailer. Really awesome scene of Doctor Strange chasing Spider-Man and him actually pushing Spider-Man's astral form out of his body while he's actually in the Far From Home upgraded suit. And yeah, there was just a lot of really cool stuff. He is actually going to be the one that's going to basically unlock the multiverse, and I believe is going to be the one that really makes it possible for Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire to actually come into the Spider-Man No Way Home MCU universe. And it is just going to be pretty incredible. I cannot wait to see this movie. A must-see in the theater for me. I will probably see it on opening weekend for sure. And there's most definitely going to be a video about it once I actually go to do that, because, you know, it's got to be done in the Spider-Man suit, and it's going to be a webtastic time. So make sure you guys are subscribed with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on that this coming December. But yeah, just really cool, really awesome to see Doctor Strange here. Interested to see how he gets the Eye of Agamotto back, seeing how it was crushed by Thanos in Infinity War, I believe. Unless that was just like an illusion like he portrayed, like he did with the Time Stone in general. But we're just going to have to see. Doctor Strange is just really cool here. It's kind of like how he is in the opening trailer, where he's actually wearing like a hoodie.
That feels weird, but I'll allow it.
And I don't know if they have anything written on a t-shirt, but he's wearing like some sort of like college like sweatshirt underneath, I feel like, when Peter Parker actually encounters him in the trailer. Pretty awesome right here. Super stoked to have this Doctor Strange pop. Going to be one of my favorite Doctor Strange pops for sure. Very reminiscent, I feel like, of the kind of like how they made the bro Thor, and how it's just kind of different from how you would actually imagine those characters to actually look like on screen. But it is just really awesome to see what they are able to do with those character arcs, and I am super interested to see what Doctor Strange has in store for us for Spider-Man No Way Home. But yeah, moving on to the last pop that they actually have out for the Spider-Man No Way Home set. We already know that there's going to be a Spider-Man No Way Home, a black and gold 10-inch pop, and that is going to be a really awesome pop, especially because that is literally going to be the first ever Spider-Man 10-inch. As you all know, if you've heard me talk about it in a previous video, there was actually only one other Spider-Man 10-inch, and it isn't actually Spider-Man. It is actually Green Goblin from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that giant mutated version of Green Goblin that you get to see in the animated movie. There is actually not a 10-inch version of Spider-Man, which I think is kind of bonkers, but with the Spider-Man No Way Home 10-inch black and gold Funko Pop, it is going to be the first ever 10-inch Spider-Man Funko Pop, and I'm just super stoked when we are actually able to get that. But with that being said, we actually have right here the last pop in the set so far until they release more. We have the Spider-Man black and gold suit from Spider-Man No Way Home, and this is just really awesome. I have just been really excited to see this suit on screen, especially ever since it was announced when they first showed these Funko Pops, and I saw pictures of them on Instagram. But I've actually seen quite a few people actually already cosplay as the black and gold suit, and I was not too sure what I actually thought about it. Some of the designs just weren't as appealing to me in actual cosplay form, but I think a big part of that is actually that no one had anything to go off other than action figures and Funko Pops that were actually released of the suit. But now that we actually have a glimpse of what the suit's going to look like in live action, I am super excited to see what people are going to come up with in terms of cosplay, because the suit looks absolutely incredible. And because Jamie Foxx's Electro was already confirmed, I believe it is basically going to be Tom Holland Spider-Man's version of like an Electro-proof suit, and it's going to be pretty insulated and going to protect him from the electricity that Electro sends at him. And I cannot wait to see what the MCU actually does with Jamie Foxx's Electro, because that is just going to be spectacular. Maybe after some time, that may be another Spider-Pop suit we might have to invest in, because that suit is just absolutely pristine. Based off of the stuff I saw in the trailer, it is just a really fly-looking suit, and I cannot wait to actually see it in the movies. But yeah, just really cool. I am super stoked about the Spider-Man black and gold suit Funko Pop. I know this one was a pretty difficult one to get in my area, especially where I live, so I'm pretty stoked I was actually able to secure one for my Spider-Man Funko Pop collection, because it is just going to be a pretty awesome addition, and I'm just pretty stoked we have this one. And I cannot wait for the Spider-Man black and gold 10-inch Funko Pop to come out, because that is just going to be insane. I try to cut it down a little bit on the 10-inch Funko Pops just because they take up a lot of space, but that is going to be a must-have in the collection for sure. Alright, and next up is something we actually were walking around at Target and went to the toy aisle because I was actually looking for a specific Spider-Man action figure that I've seen leaked on Instagram, and it is actually a Spider-Man No Way Home Spider-Man action figure, but it's of the Sam Raimi Spider-Man suit, which is the Spider-Man that, of course, you all know that Tobey Maguire played in, which kind of confirms that Tobey Maguire is going to be in Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm back! Which will be an absolute dream come true. I grew up watching the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans, and all of those movies are still very close to my heart. I just recently finished rewatching Spider-Man 2 again. For sure, one of the best Spider-Man movies out there, and I cannot wait to see Alfred Molina's Doc Ock come back in this movie. But yeah, there was actually leaked pictures of a Sam Raimi Spider-Man action figure from No Way Home that was leaked as a Target exclusive, so I figured I would stop at Target, and that's when I actually found most of these pops, and I figured I would go there and see if they had that action figure, but they did not. But they did have one piece of Spider-Man No Way Home merch that was actually pretty cool. I thought I would pick up for the channel to show off for all of you guys, because I thought it was kind of nifty and I wanted to see what it was all about. But it is actually a Spider-Man thwip shot, and it actually has the Spider-Man black and gold suit as like the logo right there, which is pretty cool. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like a kid's version, similar to what the black and gold web shooter might actually look like, which would be pretty cool. But I just thought it looked pretty interesting because it has these weird Spider-Man gold discs, which look very much like Doctor Strange, like portal magic, which is just pretty awesome. And I just thought this would be a cool pickup. And as you can see, we do not have our actual Spider Pops web shooters on right now, so we needed a web shooter for the video, so why not test out this Spider-Man No Way Home web shooter, even though this is going to be devastating. You know what? Let's try to do this in a civilized manner. Oh, not civilized. It's ripping. It's ripping.
So uncivilized.
Yeah, we got it open now, and now we can take it out. Hopefully it is not too difficult to get up and going. Looks like we actually have ourselves the trigger right here, which is going to be pretty cool. We're going to be shooting it just like that. And yeah, that is interesting. So we're just gonna go off of what I think you're supposed to do based off the box. And I believe that clicks in there, and I don't even, does this trigger even do anything? And oh, that's weird. These are like rubbery discs, which is pretty interesting, and it looks like they're actually all different looking designs. Like the first one is actually going to be a Spider-Man mask. The second one is more of a regular Doctor Strange portal, but it has webs around the outside. And then the third one is actually like the Spider-Man Far From Home back logo, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it looks like we don't need that anymore, and let's just see if we can figure out how to fire this web shooter. Oh god, it's gone. It's gone. All right, let's try it again. So we are just going to take this disc right here, pull it back onto the other thingy, just like that. And let's go ahead and, okay, it just fires. Okay, so I don't think the trigger does do anything. I feel like it literally does nothing. And the whole firing mechanism is you literally just put this rubber disc onto this little prong right here, and the strap falls off. That's great. Quality product, Hasbro.
1 hour later.
Okay, it's back on. That was definitely only took like 30 seconds. Yeah, there we got those right there. We'll make sure to get close-ups of each of the designs on these. But yeah, like I was saying before, I am pretty positive this trigger does absolutely nothing. Now you see you got kind of like a derpy Spider-Man right there, and that's going to be what you're shooting out of this thing. And then you're just going to pull this trigger back, and it's going to fire like this this thing right here. So I don't know, maybe like a sidearm accessory. Maybe it's kind of neat, but this trigger right here is absolutely useless, and they don't even need to include it. But yeah, we're just going to push it back like that, and crazy range. Not really, but yeah, still kind of nifty, I guess. I would have been really stoked about this when I was a little kid, but not really much use for us on the Spider Pops channel. Maybe we can modify this maybe we could modify this. That could be interesting. We could maybe figure out a way to modify this, because if I can see properly right here, there's actually a spring inside this, and I believe we might be able to put a stronger spring inside of this, which would, in theory, improve range of the web shooter. So we would just have to think of a way to kind of attach it and make it more of like a side piece on the web shooter rather than its own thing, because this strap is pretty terrible. But yeah, still kind of neat. Pretty stoked that I actually found it in the stores to show off for all of you guys today. But yeah, that is going to do it. Super stoked for the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer. I hope you guys that have seen it are really stoked about it as well, because man, it is just going to be the best Spider-Man movie of all time from what I can tell, and I'm just really excited for it. But really stoked that we have all of the Spider-Man No Way Home Pops to show off for all of you guys today on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of these webtastic pops, as well as this iffy so-so Target web shooter right here. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed with bell notifications turned on so you don't miss out on any of the webtastic action. And once we hit 500 subscribers, we are actually going to be doing a little giveaway. We got 4 pretty awesome pops to give away. We're going to have 4 winners, and it's just going to be pretty awesome, but you got to be subscribed in order to be entered into the giveaway. I will have more details on it once we actually get closer to 500 subscribers. But yeah, that is the goal for right now, and hopefully we can hit it before the end of the year. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed, and you have a chance to win some awesome pops from your friendly neighborhood Spider Pops. Yeah, just pretty cool. But that is going to do it for this video. But yeah, make sure you guys are staying safe out there, staying frosty, and having fun, of course. Have an amazing rest of your day, webheads. Bye-bye. Nice.